The Freeride World Tour is the most prestigious off-piste ski and snowboard competition in the world. Both male and female athletes are subjected to an intense qualifying process to ensure only the elite riders have the opportunity to compete on the best faces the globetrotting tour has to offer. There are just 5 events on the tour, with the first 4 offering a chance to qualify for the grand finale in Verbier, Switzerland. After traveling to Japan, Canada, and Austria, the riders arrive in Andorra, and although it is one of the riders' favorite stops, it truly is crunch time for many. Will they qualify for the final, and will they have a spot on the tour in 2020? The little principality of Andorra is nestled between Spain and France and offers generous hospitality with picturesque surroundings. We are here in beautiful Andorra, Ordino Arcalís. We had an awesome contest here last year. The level was incredibly high. I've been coming to Andorra for many years to take part in the qualifiers, and I felt at home right away. I actually won the last 2 events here, and in the last year I did the 360 for the first time. That's why I always come here with a super good feeling. It's the 5th time I'm coming here to Andorra for the World Tour. I came a few times before that too for the qualifier competition they organize. So yeah, I know the area pretty well. It's a very special place for me because that's where I won my first ever Freeride World Tour event, and quite a few milestones on my freeride career also happened here. Andorra is always very special. It's one of my favorite stops because it's always sunny. There's a great atmosphere, the people are cool, and every time we've been here we get to ride some very playful faces. Well, this year unfortunately it's not so much snow, but we'll find something fun, I'm sure.
This is our 5th time in Andorra. Yeah, I love coming here. It's always super nice. People are really welcoming, good food, cheap beer, and good times. Everyone's happy and having fun, and the mountains are amazing.
Freeriding has many connotations. No rules, no boundaries, and no limitations. It's all about how the riders view the mountain and how they interpret it.
If you're in the mountains, you're mentally at the place where you're like, I would never ever want to trade this for anything. Like, that's what I feel when I am freeriding.
I would describe freeriding as, like, you can use the mountain however you want. You can ski wherever you want and have fun. Being surrounded by these amazing mountains really gives me a lot.
It's just the happiest person in the world. You know, like when you get to the bottom of a face after your competition run, you come down and everything went just how you had imagined it, and you're like just so high on endorphins, and it's really just the best feeling I've ever had. So it's a really good time.
It's the best feeling in the world. All comes down to using the mountains in the best way possible to show your skiing and to have fun on the way down. So how much fun can I have going from the top to the finish?
After the weather waiting period, the skies have cleared and the mountains have a fresh dusting of snow. The face that's been chosen is called 15 metros. It's relatively short but has a plethora of natural hits and cliffs. Yeah, the snowfall yesterday has made the whole face look better again. We had 15 to 20 centimeters of snow and everything looks nice again. Everything looks cool to ride.
It's a little bit more mellow of a face than we had originally planned, and we got some snow on it actually yesterday, which made it, I think, 1,000,000 times better than it was. Just being a little bit more mellow opens up some options to get creative, and with not super deep snow, I think the option for going backwards a couple of spots in your run is definitely a lot more doable today than most, so we'll just see how it goes, man. But it's all looking a whole lot nicer than it was, and we're actually like really stoked right now.
In the men's snowboard title race, there are 4 main contenders. Blake HAMM in his 2nd year with a podium in Canada. Gigi Roof not competing here today. 3-time consecutive world champion Sami Lubke currently sitting in 3rd. And then the top two, Davy Baird from Alaska has made the podium in 2 of 3 events so far. He's one of the most balanced riders on the tour, super fluid and always in control. He also has a bag of tricks that he can throw down on the mountain anytime. All these riders are from the USA, but the man on top is the wildcard Frenchman Victor Delarue. He's taken his first season by storm. A slow start in Japan, but then he found his groove and has won the last 2 events. This is the man to beat, and if he wins this event, he will be crowned the 2019 World Champion before the grand finale. With the local scene so buoyant in freeriding, it only makes sense that there is a local wild card. Thomas Rich is that man, a local snowboard instructor and is a regular top 5 rider in the European qualifying series. He knows this mountain like the back of his hand. Three-time world champion, Lake Tahoe rider Sami Lubka has had a mixed season so far, but with 2 podiums, he's sitting in 3rd overall. He takes a technical line but can't hold on to a big cliff landing, and he washes out. Spinning out, he regains composure for the final feature. Sitting in 2nd overall, Alaskan Davy Baird also takes the more technical start gate, but takes to the untracked rider's right to find some fresh snow and a series of natural features. Tour wildcard Victor Delarue is next up. His combination of freestyle and big mountain skills have set him in a good stead. He's holding nothing back here in Andorra, going full tilt. He gets a little out of control on the first big air, but makes up for it on the next one with a massive 360. A slight hand drag on the final big cliff, but a solid run from the Frenchman wearing the golden bib.
Are you gonna make it happen today? Or will you just settle for another delay? Come on.
Currently 5th on the tour, Blake HAMM, also known as the Blazing Hammer, going in backwards. He does a switch 180 half cab straight into a solid 360 in the top section.
Reach and grab all the right things that you need to have. Don't wait in good faith and accept delay. Or step into the lanes till it gets too late.
The 24-year-old finds some perfect Andorra fresh pow, and combined with 2 360s and numerous other features, he has a playful run that is a pleasure to watch. He takes his first ever win on the tour.
Super fun run. The snow ended up being good, super fast. I was pretty sure I was going to Verbier, so I kind of had nothing to lose and just thought I'd put it all out there.
Snowboard men sees a new winner on the podium, Blake HAMM, followed up by Victor Delarue and the title challenger Davy Baird. The overall sees HAMM jump up 2 places into a podium position, with Sami Lubka dropping 1 place to 4th. However, the top 2 remain the same, with Delarue gaining a valuable 300 points on Baird. In the women's category, there's a similar situation to the men. Current world champion Manuela Mandl is placed in 3rd and Anna Orlova in 2nd. They are trying to catch the 2017 world champ Marian Herty. Her technical and fluid riding has given her a podium at every stop and has won the last 2 events. Herty will be crowned world champion at this event if she can secure a 3rd win in a row. 2018 world champion Manuela Mandl, currently sitting in 3rd, takes to the face with a tidy upper cliff drop and some fluid riding. Dropping in, Erika Vikander, who has just started to show her potential with a third in the last event, really needs this if she wants to qualify for the big final. A playful run, finishing off with some fresh snow down the lower chute, coming out super fast and putting in some fantastic turns. Second-placed Anna Orlova needs to do well here to prevent Marian Herty from taking the overall. The only Russian on the tour this year selects the more technical start, but she can't quite hold it on the lower cliff. Not her best run of the season. Golden bib wearing Marian Herty in the Ordino Arcalís start gate. Her riding has been getting better and better event to event this year. She has a great combination of technical skills and fluid riding. A super solid run gives her the win and no one else can touch her. She is the overall Freeride World Tour champion 2019, one event before the grand finale. Well, I can't quite believe it. I got crowned world champion before Verbier. It's incredible that I managed this. I'm a bit lost right now. I don't even realize what's going on, but I'm on cloud 9. In the women's snowboard category, Erika Vikander takes her second podium of the season, with Anna Orlova taking her third of the season, and the win, of course, going to Marian Herty, giving her the overall title before the final event. The big news in the overall is that Vikander leaps up from 6th to 4th, knocking Maria Kuzma to 5th, taking her out of the qualification for Verbier. The top three remain the same. The snowfall over the past couple of weeks has not been extensive, so the event was delayed until the conditions were more conducive. One of the beauties of being in Ordino Arcalís is that the surrounding area is breathtaking. 4 of the riders took to the hills with touring skis, sun cream, and an adventurous spirit to explore the local area.
We just follow the river a little bit more and we'll get to the refuge, and then it's a climb up behind this ridge up to the pass that we're aiming for. And then from up there we should be able to see everything. Arcalís, Ordino, should be sick.
The horses here. Do you have camping stuff here? That's also very exciting.
So this one was world champion at the Cheese Awards of 2012. Isn't that when you won world championship? 2012?
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Your cheese then.
My cheese.
You're both aged to perfection.
The climb's gonna start getting steeper. We'll just take this contour here and then we should see the route up to the ridge. And avalanche danger's like almost as low as it can be, but we'll still stay spread out through the steep parts.
Perfect conditions to explore Andorra finally. I've been here a couple of times but never really went out into the backcountry and looked at stuff, and now I mean, got spring snow, it's super safe and so easy to walk, so perfect corn snow for the way down. What do we want more?
The women's ski category is the widest open category. There are 2 riders that could possibly be crowned world champions at this event. Italy's Arianna Triccomi and rookie Jacqueline Pollard. Both riders have a first and a second. If either one wins here in Ordino Arcalís, they will take the overall title. However, the experience of Jackie Pazzo and the exuberance of HEDVIG WESSEL and the style of Elisabeth Gerritsen should not be ruled out. HAZEL BIRNBAUM has been on the tour for 5 years and was 4th overall last year. With 1 podium this year, she needs a result here to qualify for the final. She puts down a solid and technical run. There's just 1 female Japanese skier, and it's AYANA ONOZUKA. She had a win at the Hakuba qualifying event this year, but has had a tough year on the main tour, hovering just outside the top 5. However, Norway's HEDVIG WESSEL has been impressing the judges on her first year on the tour. Currently in 4th overall, she is coming off a win at the last event in Fiberbrunn. The ex-Olympic mogul skier has been getting better and better at scoping out her line and not holding back, losing some points for control but gaining for her commitment and tricks. Jackie Pollard, another rookie on the tour, has had a fantastic season so far with 2 podiums, and she's the only one that can prevent Arianna Triccomi from taking the title today. Fluid and controlled, she puts it down when it counts. This rider needs no introduction. Current world champion and tour leader Arianna Triccomi. Winner here last year and the first of the women's skiers to land a 360 in competition. As expected, an exciting run by the Italian, now the first female to put 2 360s into her run. Jackie Pazzo has been on the tour for 10 years and has multiple podiums to her name. She was vice world champion in 2016 but has not won an event since then. Pazzo is all about fast, committed skiing, and she always hits the biggest cliffs. Andorra is no exception. She points and shoots. It's an incredible run, and the judges love it and award her with the win.
I was really nervous today. It's been a hard season, so to finally end up on the top spot, hopefully meaning I sneak into Verbier. And this is my 10th season that I've been competing on the Freeride World Tour, and I'm quite certain it's my final season, so I really wanted to, end on a good note. So, with a win here and hopefully some more success in Verbier, it definitely kind of salvages the winter I've had so far.
In women's ski, Pollard takes 3rd place, the same result as her brother. Triccomi keeps her at bay, taking 2nd with the win going to Jackie Pazzo. With the overall being so tight in the women's ski category, this win takes Pazzo up 3 places to 5th, with Gerritsen and WESSEL switching places for 3rd and 4th. And at the top, Pollard remains just below Triccomi, but it's still wide open for the final event of the season. In the men's ski title race, there are some heavy hitters in the mix. Backcountry freestyle innovator Tanner Hall is in his first year on the tour and has been bringing some huge tricks to the party. Craig Murray and Reine Barcaret are out for the event, but rookie Tom Pfeiffer and Andrew Pollard have been mixing it up with the best. 2017 world champion Leo Slemet is back from injury and showed his form at the last event, but it's Christopher Tourdel, the current world champion, that has displayed incredibly technical skiing, with big tricks to challenge the current golden bib holder. The man with the huge lead is Italy's Marcus Eder. Out of 3 events, he has had a 2nd and 2 wins. Combining fast and calculated riding with his freestyle background, the 28-year-old has been dominant.
Yeah, getting nervous.
Ready to win.
Władek Gorak has not had a great season so far, hovering just outside the top 10. He needs a stellar result here in Ordino Arcalís. A huge backflip from the Frenchman, and he will be stoked with that. Aymar Navarro made his name on the tour back in 2015 with a wild card here in Andorra, definitely the local favorite. Carl Ragnar Eriksson from Sweden has not had the best season, but with an added crunch time motivation, he's lining up the super technical line with a massive backflip, his best run of the season. Up next is last year's winner of Verbier, a big mountain charger from France, Mika Bimboa. A huge backflip from the 32-year-old. Very nice. Tanner Hall's been up and down the results board in this, his first season on the Freeride World Tour. He's currently sitting in 4th and looking to bring some of his backcountry freestyle to the table. He's got a great run so far, but he just gets caught out by an exposed bush at the bottom of the cliff drop. All eyes on the golden bib holder, Italy's Marcus Eder. He could win the overall with this run, but the flat takeoff on his backflip means he comes in short and his dreams are shattered. With Jacqueline Pollard taking another podium at this stop, sibling Andrew will not want to be left out. Coming off a second place at the last event, he is frothing at the mouth with confidence. Straight in with a 360 and a super smooth, stylish grab off the next hit. Fast and fluid skiing from the rookie American, he punctuates the run with a superb cliff drop, hitting a sweet spot in the landing. A classy run. The current world champion takes to the start. Christopher Turdell is the only man that can challenge for the overall title, and he has nerves of steel. Straight into the super steep technical section, he takes the speed into a huge backflip, combining big mountain skiing with freestyle. That's just what the judges like and want to see. He lines up for the final drop using a small tree and hits it perfectly. A superb run from the 29-year-old Swedish rider. '17 world champion Leo Slemmet has been plagued with injury, but he came good for the last competition with a 3rd place. Confidence restored, he is a force to be reckoned with. With 2 360s in the top section and another in the middle, Slemmet is skiing fast and controlled, lining up for the final drop, and he nails it. The judges award this amazing display of freestyle and big mountain skiing with 91 points out of a possible 100. Slemmet takes the win. Today feels a bit weird because I had a very complicated season. I've been injured and then back feeling great and injured again, and today I'm at the top of the podium again. I'm fed up with injuries, so I'm just going to try and keep on enjoying myself and going on to Verbier in this state of mind. And honestly, it's mostly about just having fun. The men's ski has Andrew Pollard on the podium for a second time, with Christopher Turdell adding to his overall points in second, and the win goes to Leo Slemmet. The results from Ordino Arcalís have thrown a grenade into the overall rankings, with Tanner Hall dropping 3 places, Pollard jumping up 3 places, and Slemmet leaping 9 places up to a podium position. Turdell has gained almost 1,500 points on the current leader Marcus Eder. The top 2 runs from Christopher Turdell and Leo Slemmet were both fantastic and scored within 1 point of each other, and here we're going to look at the breakdown.
I was not sitting on a comfortable position before the start, and I just decided to do a full run.
I actually decided to go around the backside to get my first little drop in. But it was the kind of blind thing. You can't see where you're going until you're in the air. And then it's a quick speed check.
Yeah.
And here it felt okay, so I felt like, okay, I'm going for the back foot.
The main plan was to do a back here, but when I arrived on the takeoff, I just realized that was pretty much no pop.
I went skiers right, and I think that was better because it's a little bit more popping.
Actually, it was nice to see you doing some like freestyle things because normally you are more big mountain skier, but it's like now you can nail those stuff faster. That's pretty cool to watch.
And at the end, Christopher managed to do an incredible jump with a really creative line. They finished just a few points apart from each other.
With the Freeride World Tour completing 4 of 5 events, the riders' numbers are further reduced with just the cream of the crop competing in the grand finale. With the women's snowboard title already decided, the other categories are still wide open. Will Victor Delarue be able to win his first season? Will Ariana Tricomi be able to fend off Jacqueline Pollard and make it 2 in a row? And will Marcus Ader be able to regain composure and win the overall on the most formidable face on the tour, the Bec de Ross in Verbier, Switzerland?